Welcome to my Tai Chi demonstration. I hope that you will be excited to move along with me and relax along with me. Kicking off my shoes. Find a mat or just be in a place where you'll be able to move your feet like this. First, we will do some warm-ups and stretches. So begin by bouncing your shoulders. Happy bounce in your shoulders. And swing your arms side to side. In circles. Out in front. Switch which arm is on top. And roll your shoulders back and down. Tilt your head to one side. Feel the stretch through your neck. Extend your arms. Hope it doesn't get too windy. That neck. You can massage there if you need. Extend the arms. You try tilting your head back and forward, and come back to center and roll your shoulders some more. Now let's stretch your arm across the front. What we're going to be doing today is some meditative movement. Tai Chi is actually the word for, it's a martial art that is slowed way down, and it falls under the umbrella of Qigong. Qigong is the slow meditative movement that harnesses energy. Let's now go ahead and stretch your side. You can look up to the sky or to the ceiling if you're inside. Just enjoy the clouds going by. Now let's do some twists. 5, 6, and then raise your arms up. Turn your body to the side and let your arms come down. Inhale back up. And these movements are all just getting us ready for the Tai Chi, just to warm up and stretch, because we often don't stretch our bodies enough. We're going to do a forward hang now. So just lean over. It doesn't matter how far you can go. You can touch your toes, or you can just hang forward and let your arms as far as your body, let your arms hang as far as your body wants to go. Take a couple of breaths there. And bend your knees and slowly come back up. Now this may challenge your balance. Go ahead and grab your ankle. If you need help with balance, you can tighten your abdomen. You can tighten your glutes. You can look at one spot in front of you and fix your eyes on that unmoving spot. And you can also bring that foot forward and pull it into your chest. Rotate your ankle. If this is a challenge for you, that's fine. You can hold onto a wall or chair, the back of a chair. Now you can grab your ankle and twist it to the side. You can feel the stretch in your hip area. Also helping with your balance is if you have a slight bend in your standing leg. Let's do that on the other side now. Rotate your ankle. And then pull it across, just like we pulled our arms across in the beginning. And shake it out a little bit. Let's go ahead and rub your hands together. We'll get some energy flowing between your hands. Clap. And then rub your knees. Massage them like this. And then go around in a circle. And then the other way. Very nice. And now let's do some ankle rolls on the ground. As you go, try and feel your toes, feel each toe as you move across from big toe to little toe, and go the other way. And now we'll do it where you're actually on top of your toe like this and going around. That feels different. It feels so good because we don't usually do this with our feet. 3 in each direction. Other side. This is just above the ball of your toe. Just stretching out those joints in your toes. Go the other way. And then go on top. And around. Ah, that feels nice. Okay, good job. I'm standing in the grass so my mat is bunching up on me. Okay, so let's do our hands, the same kind of thing. Rotate our wrists and then rotate the other way. And then also stretch out your wrist like this. And then stretch it the other way. Not too hard, but this one kind of have to be gentle, and especially if you have any form of arthritis. Stretch this one out. And under. And shake your hands unless you, again, have arthritis and it hurts to do this. Don't do it if it hurts. Don't do anything if it hurts. Okay. I think we're well stretched out now, so we'll go ahead and start. And put your hands together again. As you heat them up, there's more energy. Energy is heat, right? Heat is a form of energy. So if you're not familiar with Eastern traditions and Qi, which is sometimes described as the life force in our bodies or the energy coursing through our bodies, there are Western applications of this. It's not just made up. All of the meridians that the Chinese talk about, you know, you can massage your ears, and there are acupressure points in your ears for all the parts of your body. Just like with your feet, you get some foot reflexology, and they massage, and the different parts of your foot correspond to different organs or different parts of your body. That's because of the energy flow. In fact, try massaging your ears right now. It just feels really good. And then you can also do this. And when you rub your hands, I'm going to remove my glasses for a moment. And then put them on your face. And all down your face. And then we're going to tap, because tapping also helps open up those meridians. And it also helps with your lymph. Get your lymph moving through your lymph nodes so that your body can detoxify better throughout the day. I really recommend tapping like this in the morning when you wake up, if you can. If you can, the best thing is to go outside first thing in the morning, catch the light so it can help reset your metabolism, I forgot the word. Make sure you get your armpit and right here, because there are a lot of lymph nodes in there, okay? And then you can rub right here. Your sleep cycle is what I was trying to refer to when you wake up in the morning and go out into the morning light, it helps your body to recognize that it is daytime and it is time to get up. Your hip crease right here, tons of lymph nodes right there. So you can just pummel that if you want. And then the back for kidneys. And then all the way down the back of your legs, up the front of your legs. I want to make sure you can hear me. The side of your legs, outside, and then the inside. And then wipe off all the extra ions you have coming off of your body there. Okay, you should feel pretty good now and released. So now we will do some meditative movements. These come from Dawn Meditation and Yoga, DAHN, where I attended for a couple of years. And they're a Korean version of some Qigong. I just call it Tai Chi mostly because that's the word most people know is Tai Chi. But some of this might fall under Tai Chi, some of it falls under Qigong. I like to just call it meditative movement as well, because as we focus on our body and try to focus on the energy in our hands coming out from our palms, it helps us to relax, forget about the day. And to start that, we will put our hands in front of our abdomen here and just relax them a little bit, but not so they're limp. So you've got some tension, but you're not holding really intense tension there. Okay, so I would like you to close your eyes and start taking a deep breath. As you inhale, you push your belly out deliberately. And as you exhale, you let it drop back towards your navel. Try again. In yoga, typically, breath work during yoga will be in through the nose and out through the nose. With Tai Chi, you can choose. Usually, what I like to do is breathe in through the nose, and when I'm taking my first few deep breaths, breathe out through the mouth, and even sigh, even an audible sigh. Just keep your breathing going as I'm talking, because when you're first starting to detox and open up, it can be really relieving to exhale loudly or just out through your mouth all of the stress and worries that you have in your head. So let's try, after your next inhale, let's exhale through your mouth. And on the next one, exhale audibly and don't be shy. Our body responds to humming. So if you need a quick relaxation in the middle of your day, I recommend, if you're in a place by yourself, that you take deep breaths, have a seat, take deep breaths, and hum on the exhale. Let's try that one. It doesn't matter what tone it is, but if you do that for 5 minutes, set a little timer for yourself, or even a minute and a half, and see how that feels, you'll find that your whole body begins to resonate and relax. So that's a good tip, a good tool to put in your toolbox. Now, why am I expanding my hands when I inhale and letting them get a small when I exhale? It's like you're holding a ball of chi right in front of you, okay? The ball of chi is the energy that, as you go further in the practice, or even today, you might start to feel a slight amount of tension between your hands, almost like static electricity, or like there's a little beach ball there, if you can imagine that. So imagine there's a beach ball between your hands, and as you inhale, your stomach pushes out and your ribs expand because your lungs are expanding. So your hands will also expand. And as you inhale, that will all contract, and your hands can also contract. Now, it doesn't matter if you do it really big or do it almost not at all. Just follow what feels good to you. So we'll take 2 more deep breaths. And as you're doing this, try relaxing your forehead. Now drop your hands by your side, and we'll start with the first movement, which is a heaven and earth movement. Let's set up your posture first. Your feet should be parallel. You should have a slight bend in your knees, and you tuck your pelvis. Your pelvis is not going to be out and back like you're doing squats. It will be tucked like you're in ballet or something. Okay? So then as we take a deep breath, let your arms rise. And in the middle, your hands flip up. And then reach up to the sky. And as they come down, find your exhale. Reach up. You can look up. Right now the sun is up there, beautifully shining on me, so I can't open my eyes when I look up. As your hands reach about chest height on the way down is when you'll start bending your knees again. 2 more. Just tune into where your hands are in space. You're harnessing that heaven energy as you go up, and then washing the heaven energy through you and bringing it back down to the grounding earth. Good. Now we're going to try some balancing. I want you to take your hands and grab the earth energy as you come up on your toes. And hold. And as you exhale, go down as slowly as you can and from that balancing position. Sometimes when you hold a difficult pose, it's also nice to exhale through your mouth, but again, you can choose. Exhale through nose, exhale through mouth, it's your choice. We'll just do 3 of those. This is your last one. And shake it out. Sometimes between poses, it's nice to shake it out or tap it out. Those calves that got tight in that one. Okay, so now we will take our hands and move them in circles. You will be just about your feet hip width apart. And so go ahead and start as if there were a pencil in the center of your palm. You can inscribe a circle on the ground with that. You can also think of it as if there were a beam of light coming from the center of your palm. Imagine you're drawing a circle of light on the ground. I'm swaying a little bit with it. You can do that or not. Switch to the other side. See if you can feel the energy between the ground and your hands. Between our Mother Earth and us. Now we'll go across our bodies with both hands. Bring it to the back. And then bring your back hand around to the front. This is called a figure 8. The back hand comes around. You stay. If I move in the pose like that without telling you what I'm doing, it's because I'm just trying to let you see it from a different angle. So stay with your toes facing front. Now you can also look behind you. See if you can feel your hands. It feels like your hands are skimming across a pool of water or moving through the water, Tai Chi is a lot like moving through the water. The movements are slowed down on purpose. Good job. Supposedly, there were some monks who, centuries ago, were under attack. They had to preserve their form of martial art, and they weren't allowed to do that by the government anymore. So they decided to slow it way down so that no one would know they were practicing a martial art. But when you see Tai Chi masters do it quickly, you can definitely see the martial aspect of it. You could protect yourself with Tai Chi moves. This is more Qigong, so I don't know if you could do that with this, but just to say why it's so slow and deliberate. But that benefits us, doesn't it? Okay, the next one is going to be with a horse stance. So take what we call a horse stance. Take your feet wide apart. Your toes are facing forward and your knees are bent. Your knees are out towards your pinky toes. Now, if facing forward is not comfortable for you, it is just as fine, just as well to point them at a diagonal the same way your knees are going. Whatever is more comfortable for you. And we'll start with picking up a boulder, like we're picking up a boulder. Pick it up, and then we'll flip our hands to the sky and push it up and away. Now this is picking up our stress and pushing it away. You are so successful at taking all your worries and fears and pushing them away. You believe in yourself. We'll do this 2 more times. Inhale as you go up. Push it away. Let it shatter into a million pieces. Exhale as you come down. Stay in your horse stance actively. And let your arms rise up and down and up. And bend your knees a little more as you come down. Always just to, if you're feeling like you can push yourself to your edge, you can go down a little deeper. If your body doesn't want to push itself to the edge, then don't, because your body is telling you what it needs. Don't go down as far then. And then we'll go up. We're going to push straight out. Then cross your heart as you inhale again. And as you exhale, you go out to the sides and down. Up. Straight out. Cross your heart. And out to the sides. Gather the chi. Push it out from your heart. Gather it back in. And share it with others. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. You want to go at the speed of your own breath. If I'm going too fast for your breath, go ahead and slow it down. Slow down your own movements. You don't have to match mine. Last one like this. Press your heart. Keep in this position. We're going to take the arms up over the head and back behind and out again. Inhale. Heaven energy. Exhale. Push out. Behind my head, the hands are just staying in this position until it's time to push out. We're supposed to be doing 6 of each movement. When I'm talking, I may forget which one we're on, and that's okay. 6 more or less. Bring it in. Shake it out if you want to. Okay. Now we will go into one that starts on your side. So you've got a bent leg here. And so you're going to have a bent elbow. Your hand is facing straight out. And then you've got a straight leg here and a straight arm that's going to face out this way. So you're going to take this energy and grab it and turn to the front. So your feet are now in that horse stance, but not bent, just straight. And then you're going to push it. Now you're bending your knees as well. You're in a lunge position. Pull in, inhale, and push out, exhale. Breath in, breath out. The footwork on this is a little more tricky. You're turning your ankle each time. The balance can be tricky. If you're finding you're not balanced very well, you can tighten your glutes, pull your thighs together at the top. Take some concentration, which is good. Last one. And bring it in. Very nice. And next, we'll do one called the plate. The plate is the most complicated one we have. So if you can get this, you can get all of them. But also, if you don't get this, then that's fine. You can work on it again next time. So your feet are just in a regular parallel position. Scoop the energy up on your hands like two plates. When we start this, we don't want to let the plate fall at first. We'll just start one hand, goes back, and you look back with it. Then you turn it upside down and bring it forward again. Like you're dropping, well, and then we stay on the same side. We're gonna lean forward, draw that plate into our belly. Don't drop the energy. My arm is like ancient Egypt here. And then bring it over your head. Keep your palm facing the sky. Okay, so let's do it on the other side. Inhale. Exhale, drop the energy, but scoop it back up to the beginning again. Inhale, lean forward. Scoop that into your belly. Bring it around and over your head. There you go. I will turn this way. Look back. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Let's do it two more times. Imagine you're scooping out your creative center and offering it up to the world. Inhale, gathering more energy, bringing that into yourself, and then sharing it out with others. That's the place. Now we'll do something slower, since that took a lot of action. Another horse stance, but this one's called the stance. Your hand is down, palm facing the ground, and this palm is facing you, and you're going to look at this palm. This one is much slower. If you inhale, you scoop that energy with your hand and then bring them together to the chest, and at this point is where you exhale as the other hand takes it back down again. Inhale. Inhale, exhale. Pretend your hand is a mirror, and when you see it, you say something nice about yourself. I love myself. Or you can just look at it and say, I love you, or I love me. I'm doing a great job today. One more. I'm so glad I'm taking care of my body and my mind. And bring it in. Good job. It feels ridiculous to say positive affirmations to yourself, but it's very wonderful, actually. I was going to say affirming, but affirmations affirming. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. The next one is going to be another figure 8, similar to the one we did at the beginning, which was just going around like this, but this time, get ready to turn to the back. Inhale. This time you will bring this arm forward and push it out. So we're inhaling and doing a quarter turn to the back, and exhaling our arm to the front. This is opening up your perspective. See what's behind you, you see what's on the side, you see what's in the front. I also like to think of it as a gathering. When you look behind you, you're gathering the things you need and then storing them on the shelf. Your hand could be flat. I like to feel the energy of it. Some people like to tilt it forward also. You can try that a couple of times and see how that feels. Last one. And bring it down. Nicely done. The final form is called the arrow. And after the arrow, we go back and just finish up by doing another heaven and earth. The arrow is in the horse stance again. You're going to pull you have a bow right here. So right now, you're even on your legs, but this bow will pull your knee so that your knee and your elbow are both bent. And then your hand goes down here, like you've just released an arrow. Okay, so you look down at your hand. This one is also a little tricky at first. You're going to pull the energy up, make a ball, flip the ball, and then pull the arrow and bend your knee to the other side and release the arrow. This is a very powerful, strong stance. Also, when you're doing the lunge, if your toes are facing forward when you start, you're welcome to turn your toes at the lunge. That feels better. Inhale. Exhale. So I like to turn my toe to the front. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. It's almost like a taffy pole, if you've seen those at the beach. Giant taffy poles in the window of saltwater taffy. There's some tangible energy there, and you're pulling it. Last one. And bring it up. Shake it out. And then finally, we'll do the heaven and earth form again. This time I want you to see if you feel any lighter than you did at the beginning of our practice today. Or any different release of emotions, whatever might come to you, happier, more joyful. So your feet are parallel again. You've got your pelvis tucked and your knees slightly bent, arms resting at your sides, and then inhale up, look up, harness that energy, and let it come down. Maybe it's easier this time for your arms to float up, almost of their own accord. With the East Asian yin and yang theories, the heaven is the yang energy or yang, and the earth is yin. Opposition in all things, totally necessary, mutually beneficial. One more. Wonderful. Good job. I hope you feel much better now, stretched out, and your body releasing all of the things that it needs to release. Also, if you yawn, yawn is a good emotional release. So anytime during practice if you yawn, it's never that you're being rude, it's that you're releasing energy. Or sometimes people even cry to get release the energy when they meditate or do meditative movement. It depends on how pent up your energy is, and that's totally fine too. It's not a bad sign if you're crying during meditative movement or guided meditation. So we will now move into the guided meditation portion, and I think we'll move inside just so extraneous noises don't get in the way.